Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lawrence Report. And on tonight's broadcast, we were discussing Summer House Martha's Vineyard, Episode 1. Now, this series right here, I was watching this heavily last year, right? But of course, I didn't start my YouTube channel till around October, November. So basically, I'm just in time, baby, for season 2 of Summer House Martha's Vineyard, right? And one of the things that attracted me to this show right here was the Black elite, the Black bourgeoisie, and of course, Martha's Vineyard itself, right? I remember reading a book by Lawrence Otis Graham, and he talked about the Black elite, the Black bourgeoisie, and how they operate, and how Martha's Vineyard was basically a key focal point for all of the upper echelon of Black Americans, right? So when I saw that there was going to be a show kind of based around that, but at the same time, there's going to be some, what's the word I'm looking for? Some tea, a lot of tea actually, in both season 1 and 2, it drew me in automatically. So each and every week, I will be breaking down and explaining and sharing my thoughts and my ideas and my reflections about Summer House Martha's Vineyard on this channel right here. So every Monday, you can expect a video from me talking about the previous episode that happened on that Sunday night. So let's get into it. So in episode 1 of Martha's Vineyard, the cast is coming all back to the vineyard, which is pretty dope in itself. And the house looks absolutely amazing. The views, everything, it is top notch. And one of the parts that kind of got me, some of the men, they were surprised that that the way they designed the house for them this season, that they were going to be sharing bunk beds, and they thought like to themselves, like, what, are we back in middle school? So that was an interesting take in itself right there. So everybody's coming back to the vineyard, and also while everybody's arriving, we do get a new castmate by the name of Noelle. And Noelle is absolutely fine. I mean, my God, top notch. Oh my God, she's so gorgeous to me. But anyway, enough about Noelle. She's actually AKA too. You know how that go. So she is the newest castmate of this season right here. So slowly but surely, we do see all the castmates coming back to the vineyard, right, for the summer. And some of the castmates, they did see each other outside of the vineyard, which I thought was dope, that they still continue to interact with each other despite them being on a reality show, right? And at the same time, we know that some cast members had to depart, like Silas, for example. He is now overseas because we all know from last season that he is in the military. So, after everybody is getting acquainted, the drama is about to follow and ensue very soon, right? So I already know that Noelle and Alex, they're going to get it on. I expect them to have some type of touchy type relationship that is coming up very soon. She even asked, some of the girls in the house, if I'm not mistaken, what's the situation like with Alex. But keep in mind, I think all of these ladies need to be warned that when it comes to Alex, I feel like this guy right here, he's not really looking for a relationship. He's basically looking for a hit it and quit it. So if you get too attached to him, you are going to be in for a heartbreak. And we kind of see a heartbreak that is happening with Summer, right? So the castmates, they're all coming together, catching up, getting reacquainted, and they decide to have this dinner, outside in the backyard. And they're catching up, and things, start to go bad for a lot of people at the table. Jordan, she asked Alex, while they're at this outing, everybody's in the backyard eating this good old lobster tail with a lot of Old Bay. It was a lot of Old Bay seasoned on those lobster tails, whatever. And Jordan asked Alex, so I heard that you had this event this summer, and a lot of people didn't get an invite. Like, I didn't get an invite. And Alex is kind of stunned, because he's like, well, I run this little musical community up there in New York, and the way we send out the invites is through, I think he said, I think through email or newsletter or something like that right there. And some of his castmates was kind of upset that they didn't get the invite, and especially Summer, right? Because Summer and Alex apparently have been doing a couple things, right? And you already know what I mean by that. And she says, you don't do that to people that you have been inside of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the whole table was shocked. I'm literally doing this right here because that's how I was watching it live. I was like, oh my gosh, she just opened up a big can of worms. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So Alex is in hot water because he's like, well, I don't control it. And, everybody at the table is upset because we didn't, not everybody, but a lot of people at the table is upset because they didn't get invites to Alex's musical soiree, up there in New York. So, yeah. And not to mention, Bria and Preston, they kind of get tangled up themselves. Preston is basically trying to enjoy his seafood, right? At the same time, he's like, what are we arguing about? Are we really arguing about party invites? And Bria is absolutely pissed off. She's like, Preston, if you want me to leave, I'll leave. And then Preston's like, I know it's not directed to me. So they go back and forth. And that scene was absolutely hilarious to me because Preston was just trying to enjoy his food, but everybody's voices kept getting louder and louder. Keep in mind, we're fighting over party invites. Party invites. Now, I can't agree with Alex on this point right here, right? So him and Summer was hanging out this summer. They did what they did, right? In LA, right? But Summer was taking pictures of Alex and sending pictures to basically Nick in the group chat or whatever. Now, that's kind of creepy that you're taking pictures without my consent and you're letting people know that we're hanging out. That's kind of thirsty, I guess you could say. So I do got to ride with Nick on that part right there, but they do have some unresolved issues when it comes to those two. And it seems like I said early in the video, Alex is here for a good time, and that's about it. So if women like Summer get too attached to him, they're going to get heartbroken every single time because he's not about that commitment life just yet. And she's starting to see that, and I hope if Noelle and Alex hook up, I hope that she knows that could be what she's about to be in store for as well. So after a rough night, the castmates are going on this big old yacht, and we have Jasmine and Jordan. They're trying to figure out the issues that they are having as two women, right? And they come to terms of what they've both been dealing with and how they view each other as a friend, and eventually they kind of patch things up. But I'm hoping that their relationship will continue to develop as friends throughout the season, and that whatever they had, those little insecurities or things of that nature, I hope that stuff, the pettiness of it, will be put to the side. And shout out to Amir, man. I feel like he's one of the good guys in the house. He has a girlfriend now, and I think he's going to be on the steady fast track of trying to be committed to his girlfriend. So I don't expect him to go out and try to sleep with other women in the house. But we will see, how strong can Amir be, because there is a lot of attractive women in this house, but at the same time, we know he has a girlfriend. He wants to remain committed to his girl. So Amir, my brother, fight the temptation that is around you. So that's how Summer House Martha Vineyard episode 1 ends. It ends between basically Alex and Summer. She caught feelings. She's in love. He not, but we would just have to see, what is the next part of this messiness of this tea that we will see in episode 2. And as always, tell me your favorite scene or your favorite part of this episode 1 right here. For me, For me, it was definitely meeting Noelle. She's going to be a fireball, I believe, for this cast right here. And also, shout out to Milo. I forgot to mention Milo. Milo is in every shot, every scene. We love Milo here. And my other favorite scene, I would have to say, but just seeing all the team getting back together. Just love the early parts of the episode, seeing everybody get reacquainted, saying they missed each other. So as always, please don't forget to comment. And as always, thank you for tuning in to the Lawrence Report.